Hey guys, what's going on? It's Billy here from the best place to buy gold online. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out my website goldfinancial.de. Go ahead and register yourself for a free account. And if you want to start buying small amounts of gold over there, we offer the cheapest prices in the UK than any other online retailer. And this comes with a 100% buyback guarantee. So go ahead and check out that website and drop me a comment below after this video with your thoughts on the website, and I'd just love to hear your feedback. So, are we in a recession, or are we on the brink of a recession? It's a very good question. This topic comes up quite a lot, and I recently come across this article on UK finance on the Yahoo website, and it's titled "Britain is horribly unprepared for the coming recession." And you know, the data doesn't look great. Mike Maloney posted a video a few weeks back, a few days ago actually, about the US data and the US being in a recession. And yeah, it doesn't look ugly. It does look ugly, and it doesn't look well for the UK either. And you know, there's just a few pointers here. It's the worst of all worlds. Britain looks like it's slipping complacently into a new recession, but the country is hopelessly unprepared to deal with it. The macro data is ugly. Construction growth is at its weakest in 3 years. Manufacturing went into contraction for the first time in 3 years. Services, the majority of the British economy, are at the weakest in 3 years. Consumers have switched their spending from retail goods, a sign, just to food, a sign they don't feel confident about their finances. Declining combined PMI scores and measure of sentiment among executives in manufacturing, retail and services tend to presage recessions, and it's just slipped below the 50 mark for the first time in 3 years. And obviously it just goes on here to give a few more pointers. I won't carry on reading the entire article. I'll leave that in the comment section below. It's just a quick video just to ask the question, you know, what are your thoughts? Are we in a recession? And you know, if a country wants to deal with a recession successfully, Reuters claims that it needs 4 things: high rate of household saving, so workers can weather declines in income. But it's definitely not going to happen with the ECB continuing to produce their negative interest rates. So is Japan, and the British Central Bank and the Fed have not moved their interest rates in quite a few years. You know, a financial sector that has invested in only the most high quality assets, so there are no sudden implosions as in the credit crisis of 2008. Recently, the Barclays have basically gone the opposite, and they've decided that they're going to start with their riskier loans again. Also, you need a central bank prepared to lower interest rates in order to make money cheaper and more plentiful. Now, I kind of disagree with that sentiment, because they've been lowering interest rates, and it's not working. What they're trying to cause is inflation, and they're not getting it. They're getting deflation. So I kind of disagree with that sentiment. Number 4, they've put a government prepared to do some fiscal deficit spending in order to juice the economy when the private sector shrinks. Well, again, I disagree with that as well. I don't see the point in actually continuing to spend money if you're not actually producing an income. You're not actually producing anything. So we need to start running a surplus that will get the economy going again. We need to start producing stuff. The complete opposite of what they're actually recommending. And he also goes on to say that instead the UK has done the opposite. Gross savings at a historic low and gross debt at a historical high. That's because of low interest rates. So this whole article just completely contradicts what they're saying. Barclays getting back into the riskiest possible types of no money down mortgages. I don't know if you've heard that most recently, but this is crazy. This sounds like the 2007 housing crisis all over again. They're just blowing up these bubbles again. Obviously, they put here the Bank of England has set interest rates at 0 and cannot lower them further. Well, they can go into negative figures. and a Conservative government committed to reducing public spending from 45% of GDP to 37% of GDP. Now, that's not a bad thing that they're reducing spending, but they're not actually producing anything else. They're making cuts. People are having their jobs laid off in the public sector, and they're actually moving into the private sector if they can find work. Unemployment's quite high, although they won't tell you because they'll take it into consideration those people that are in part-time jobs, not actual full-time work. So it goes on a bit. There's some good charts here. There's some alarming data. It is quite a good article, even though those points up there do contradict themselves. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I believe we are in a recession. I believe that they are, trying to hide the fact that we're in a recession. It's reportedly known that when they do come out and say publicly that we're in a recession, it kind of happened maybe 6 months to a year beforehand. So there you have it. If you've got any questions, pop them in the section in the description below. Man, I can't spit my words out today. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out my website goldfinancial.de and get yourself prepared for this coming financial crisis. Take care, and I'll see you soon.